Hey, YouTube buddies. I just give you a quick update on what I've learned recently about thyroid eye disease. So, things have been going not so good for me as far as double vision goes. Again, I'm not as bad as a lot of people that have TED, so I'm grateful for that. But it is definitely bad for me right now because I got double vision all the time. So I was reading on the internet, trying to research thyroid eye disease and what's going on with it. And I read an article, a scientific article of some sort. And the thing I took away from that was that that the medical profession thinks that there should be a medicine that will be developed to help thyroid eye disease a lot, as far as they think that they can come up with what I think they call a blocker. And anyway, that was point one. So point two was I started poking around, and it turns out there's actually a company that thinks that they've come up with a better solution than what we have now with Tepezza. It's called Viridian Pharmaceuticals. And they have a drug that has no name on it. It just has like 8 different numbers. It's like V001 VRDN something, blah, 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 right? It doesn't have a marketing name. Someday, I guess, if it goes forward, it'll have a marketing name. But when you read through all the stuff on this, what you learn is that they think, at least the people at Viridian Therapeutics, that this will be a much better solution than Tepezza, in the sense that it won't have the side effects that Tepezza has. Tepezza, I got a lot of cramps, not a big deal. My fingernails got really bad and it cracked all the time. Again, not a big deal. But some people lose their hearing or have hearing loss with Tepezza, which obviously is a big deal. And can give you ringing in your ears and those sort of things. There's other side effects that I forget about right now because I didn't get them, but they're all listed for Tepezza. Anyway, this new drug that Viridian Therapeutics is working on supposedly doesn't have nearly as many side effects, which is good. Now, for me, with the double vision, what their data so far says, and this is like sub 50 people, is that it's 50-50 for, they kind of try to say eliminating double vision. And then I tried to read about what they were saying, and it's not clear to me if it means completely getting rid of the double vision or there's still a little bit left or whatever. It's hard to understand a lot of these medical things. But they say 50% of the people get close, let's just say not much double vision with this drug out of the 50 that they've tested so far. So that's pretty good. And, to be even honest with you, if it just made my double vision like half as bad, it would be a huge difference for me because then I can look straight at people, I can look straight down the road. And it's just, if you have double vision that's kind of off to the periphery, you just hardly notice. Well, you notice it, but it's not nearly as bad as when it's right down the middle. So anyway, Viridian Therapeutics, new thyroid eye disease drug. I have a Google search now set up so that whenever anything comes out on Viridian Therapeutics, I'll read it. Oh, yeah, and the other thing I wanted to say was that this company seems that they don't actually sell anything else at this point. Like this thyroid eye disease drug is going to be their first ones, which in a way is good news because that means that they're focused on it and they got to get it out to survive. But then the other thing is, this is obviously a small company and they're prone to not making it, right? And I was looking at their employee counts and they're down to like 27 employees right now. I think that they were like at 90, maybe like 3-4 years ago. So they're on the downward trend, it seems like, for employees, which, maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, I don't know. So, oh, and the other thing is that the way it sounds, like the earliest that this thing would be available would be late 2024. So almost, at least a year and a half from now, if not 2 years. And the other thing was that, the way I found it was I was looking for clinical trials that I could get into for the thyroid eye disease. And I'm pretty sure they would have took me, because they called me back like in less than 24 hours after I filled out the paperwork. It might even have been a couple, like within an hour, I forget. But I'm not eligible for the clinical trials since I have taken Tepezza already. So they want only people that haven't taken Tepezza. Boy, you can see my eye. See how much bigger that one is now? It's getting worse. And that's kind of like me relaxed. So anyway, well, that's it. Viridian Therapeutics. We'll see what happens with them. Keep an eye on them. Take care. Bye.